Hello and welcome back. I'm Redcollarwolf here to show you day and night cycle. How to do it with the Animator Player. There you go. Words escaped me before a moment there again. Look, this one I've been wanting to do for ages. Also, just realized and remembered that I have a devlog here for not Unknown Dragon. What's outside? I also do what's outside is now released down in the description. Hopefully I get that devlog out before this one or after this one someday. Like that process of that game moves so much faster than I can keep up with devlogs. Unlike Unknown Dragon. Here we go. So your default color here. So this one here is the canvas model. Is the first thing you gotta start off with too. So this is it. Just make it easy so you can change day and night cycle. Which currently you can't actually see it affecting anything, but if we probably went to here, so we're on Unknown Dragon right now, which one I need to say on so oh no, okay, it doesn't update here. I thought it could. The blood red skies. So as you can see, just to help you whenever you do an animation, that's a completely different color, but all these colors here what the day and night cycle ones by. We got this one here, just to give you an idea what numbers go off by. That is Will Midnight color fun. And this one here. So we're gonna use the day and night cycle and then have it in this video. You're gonna see the day and night cycle. And then also show you how to integrate it into a timer. Actually, I need to get that timer up. Oh, there you go, the spoilers. If you actually want to see the development of this game, there's like a whole, what's it called? Whole devlog series on that. And there's Wayne there too. I'm actually gonna do that later on too. I'm gonna put that down, so it's Wayne. Okay. Just complaining about this. So first start off with, here's our timer. So here's our fancy timer, we're relying on labels. See, this is the folder, in other words. I like to use these nodes as. There's an hour, time, there's the dots, there's the minutes, AM, PM. I don't really know if having them separate does improve it better, but I think having them separate means less fiddling around. This initially means more fiddling around for you initially, but not in the long run. I feel like if I did that all in one thing, it'd be more annoying in the coding area than just doing them all separate. Like, I've still got to get the 12-hour system working well, but this is so far only a 24-hour system. I guess I probably should do that later. So basically, here is your little clock times. I have to search it up, see what it is. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning currently. And it's like 111. Then you start off your timer, so here's my timer. It's complaining because it doesn't like the time I set this on. But it still works, as far as I know. Then we come to here, so we gotta, when doing the label, we gotta make sure to put our zeros down there first, so then it's not like looking weird. Because we didn't have that there for anything that's a 1, it's look weird. And you can't shortcut that, you have to do it like this. I did attempt to shortcut it, it's like, no! You devil, I'm not gonna let you in. Then whenever this have this, so whenever it's above 10, it turns into that. I feel like that's a good way of doing it. I did attempt to get the AM and PM working, kind of. I guess you can use that as an example, but it kind of does stuff itself up a little. The point was that I wanted to make sure it was still 24 hours, but visually to the player, it's 12-hour time. And then here's all the fancy stuff happening here. So yeah, plus n equal 1. Then whenever it's 60, this turns to 0, and this plus 1 more minute. Then whenever 60 minutes, this is turned to 0, plus 1 more second. Just like a timer. This is just a fancy timer. 24 hours, plus a 0, and then it equals to 1 day. Just to make it all fancy on that. There you go, you keep on going. And then they can change how many months is in your game. Like something like Stardew Valley, which probably so that probably has 4 months, 28 days. Yeah, I think that's a good example of how different days work and everything like that. It wouldn't be too complicated to set that up. that's just the basic time of that. And then here's all your code names or access ones. I actually like calling them code names. That's a good way. You might actually remember it now, because that's what they are, basically code names. See, this is code name for what's within this string here. See, there's the minutes, there's the label. Trying to make sure you don't get confused. I have gotten myself confused multiple times. See, that's the reason why it's called game minutes. And the minute label. See, there's the minute label, the text, and there's the game minutes. So there's all your code names. See, the minute label and everything down there. It's the same thing doing this like 50 times. It's something that I don't really know how to understand with too. That's a good way to remember code names. Oh whoops, that's Border Collie. We don't need to see him. It's a beautiful Border Collie. So here, ignore this bundle code. So seriously, that is anything that's not tagged or blanked out is all the code you need to write down. And this code here, and this one over here. Actually, no, I don't think any of this is not really needed. I'm thinking about further on with the system for the weather, adding a darkening system. I have not done that because I haven't really finished the weather. I was trying to use that and I rely on random number system with the weather to see if I can get it reliably working as a weather system, because, well, I don't want it to be the same chance to rain as it will be to sunny, or the same chance as light rain as it be heavy rain. So we got 3 different areas. So seriously, this is number 1 here. So you got to start off about, see, this is when you input time. Make sure it's a universal strip. If you don't know how to do that, let's go to here in auto load. See, is universal, so I can access it anywhere. In its time, the game hours, which is accessing the game hours, equals 5 penny. It's when it starts coming from night to day to morning, or night to morning to day. You see, it transitions to 3, which I find to be the best working way of actually doing that. And if you want to do, you just had to, if you wanted to go longer, all you had to do was slow down the animator player. Or even to the point where you can actually make certain times of days to go longer and shorter. Probably if you want to do something like a blood moon or something, you probably want to put a darkening system over that too. Get that dark and red, or actually make a separate animation of it just being night. So you have the day to the blood moon whenever it comes up, and then the blood moon to the night. Depends on what you want to do, really. I don't know which one would be less coding or more coding, or less labor intensive, because maybe you might be writing more code, but does not mean it's less or more labor intensive, you know? This one here, day to afternoon, or after to night. Yeah, that's some Australian slang. Right there, then there. Night to midnight to night. I've got that. You don't really need to have that one if you do this one thing. I thought that one would be like really cool to have it, because midnight tends to be the darkest time. We can even put like moon, use the darkening, probably use it. Oh, I wonder how many darkening systems we can have on top of each other, because you might want to use a darkening system for like the moon phases and the rain. That'd be so cool if you have more than one. I've got to test that. Someday we will find the answer to that. And someday you'll be wondering when that answer will come from. And see, just to make sure that everything works at the beginning, you want to put this in. So then at 0 it would be nighttime color, and at 6 it would be day, and 18 it would be night. So 18 is like 6 o'clock. So yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning here, and 6 at night. And you have to do the 0 one, so without that it would be all weird. And we access the animator player with its codename animator player. I think anything around here is old code. Not commonly using this. Yeah, I just realized how much of a scatter mess this is. I might as well put this. Whoops. Ignore my spelling if I complete spell everything wrong. Oh, hang on. I have to. That works. Only I need to read this and you someday. The people out there watching this. I used to do this like a very different way, which is this, and it just got so confusing because I didn't know which way the numbers were going and how to make it extend longer and stopping. And like kept on leaving it. No, I didn't want to do it. I mean, if you want to do that coding way, you can do it, okay? So let's go to our animation holder. So we do have one for day, just generally day. I don't know if it is plain day or not, but it exists. Which I don't think it is. Actually, that's the reason why I have these two colors here, was because I wanted to put in here. That makes a lot of sense why they exist. You see, this is the pillar day and pillar night color, which was those colors I showed you before. And then our first one here. So we got day. We got day to after to night. And then it will stop. So it went through that again. Same with midnight color, and then we got day to morning to night to morning today. And because of that too, I don't have this. This is less of a mess than this entity. Like if we look at the hymn, this is more of a mess than that is. That's like so clean, much more cleaner. I thought that would be like super complicated when I first looked in. I guess it kind of was, but not really. So when the day and night cycle, it's like really easy compared to entities. Let's see. Give it a test try. Oh, we're also gonna have some way noises. Just don't ignore the way noises. They don't quite work. Here we go. Look at this. It reminds me outside. It's currently raining at the moment. And then see, now we're going to from night to morning to day. There's a lot of words to remember. As it hits 10, we will see that. You see how yeah, the Wayne is having a moment there. See, and it reasonably moves decent speed. We could actually make that move slower than what it was. I'll show you how to move it slower after this. See, now we're at the oh, hello, Kookaburra. At the morning part, and now we're coming to day. I reckon that looks really cool. That system works. You have to do a different system, like the darkening system I suggested for. So we even got a light system over here. I really like using the lights. It doesn't look too bad. Oh god. Okay, sir, I don't want to deal with you. Yeah, use a darkening system for the weather, probably. Okay. I was going to show you how to make it slower. So, just make it slower over here. Just simply just be like 0.2 speed. Or, if you want to make it even slower too, make this longer. Like, and you gotta make sure this one is gliding continuously. We'll give you that change of color slowly. That's what I do for the hurt boxes. Hurt animation too. I've got to do that for him. I just added a bold color in after doing it for a long time. And then with the lights, if you have lights like this in there, you got this orange light. Here we go. Orange light in general. So these are your night lights. Just make sure that this little extra thing that you have the coding that says 18 minutes. So whenever it reaches 18, it's visible, equals true. Same with this one, whenever it's 0, it visibly equals true. And the same when I got to 6, it equals false. This is a little extra thing to be on there too. Here we go. So I got down here to use the darken system. So these are basically, I guess you get a little hint of some of the letters. So you got all your real musty colors here. See what this color is. Actually will not be that bad. See, when I was doing the animation, make sure you tag them down here by just pressing the plus. So the light just went over there. So then it was as easy for you to pin it down. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm Redcollarwolf from now on. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and go and watch something else, maybe. We cool. I like to do more development stuff for this. I always like doing this kind of stuff because I reckon that this kind of stuff should be spread off to other people when you get into it. Oh yeah, here's some fog too. That was a really complicated thing to do. The fog was. I'll do another video on the weather later on. Look out for that if you're interested. And maybe a moon system, that would be really cool. I still need to do an inventory system. I'd say all these things. I really want to do an inventory system, although it did fight me off a little bit because it was going nowhere for a moment. I was trying to get the bees to actually chase down Ralph, but that didn't work. So I hope you enjoy. I'm Redcollarwolf. Now out. Thank you for watching.